vet. Comics vet.
At first, when this movie was announced, I wasn't quite sure if I thought it was a good idea. I mean, we could only get so many Rambo films. Sylvester Stallone's getting up there in age, and I'm not quite sure if the whole Rambo being a badass at age like 95, is going to be plausible. We could only do so much suspension of disbelief, us as an audience. But here we go with another Rambo film. I think I'm kind of starting to buy into the whole story behind it, with him back home. It's the first movie since the original that takes place on American soil. So I think that they're definitely going to be able to do something different than they did with the last three. So this one takes place in Arizona. He's back home after the events of the last Rambo movie where he was in Burma, if I remember correctly. And he has to deal with, drug cartels, his past and his future kind of coming together. And hopefully they round this out and, tie up all the loose ends and just finish off this franchise in a really good way. I know that, from the first look, that video that I did a couple months ago, I think it was last year, where, showed him like being pretty much a rancher living on a farm and having to deal with the whole cartel issue on the other side of the border. I'm thinking it's going to be, it definitely has a lot of good material to use to make this into a good film. So the trailer just dropped. Let's go ahead and take a look at it. I'm hopeful to see what happens here. So, all right, here we go, guys. And play. Nice little bumper to it. Old man in a rocking chair.
Some fast with a bullet. Some not enough left to bury. Yeah, I'm gonna take my horse to the old town road. I'm gonna ride till I can't no more.
God, I hate this song.
All these years I've kept my secrets.
But it might actually work out pretty good here.
But the time has come to face my past. And if it comes looking for me, they will welcome death.
So they beat his ass and he's gonna get revenge. Got his whole house booby trap.
There's nothing they can do to stop it.
That comes off like a Western, doesn't it? Coming soon. Yeah, September. So I'm liking the way they did that trailer. Not a lot of stuff that it showed us. Just showed us a little bit enough about like that he goes and meets with them or something, the cartel or a gang, and they rough him up. Probably gonna go after him after that. He, fights back, has his whole house rigged up, Home Alone style. It reminds me of the first one. Original Rambo, where the sheriff and his deputies go try to get him out in the woods, and he has all this stuff rigged up and pretty much takes him out one by one, just systematically cuts him down. And he's like, hey, you don't want to fight with me because I'll bring you a war you wouldn't believe. But of course, what happens? They come after him and he has to deal with them. But hopefully this shows him more of his military training, because he is a Green Beret. He's a special forces, in Vietnam. That's where the whole issue of his whole PTSD from the first film. And I thought they handled that pretty well with the way they showed him dealing with it and what triggers it. So, I mean, to me, that's like one of the good things. One of the things that makes it the original a really good film, the way they handled that character and his PTSD, his triggers, what he's able to do and how he handles it all, especially the cops. And now this one, he's going to handle these drug cartels, and I'm hoping that it turns out, just rounds out the film, the whole franchise, and maybe he dies at the end. That'll be a good send off. Maybe he saves some people or does whatever he needs to do, sacrifices himself, and then we see the end to the whole Rambo franchise. I don't want to see Rambo 6, 7, 8. Again, there's only so far we could go with this. We're not going to be able to buy seeing Sylvester Stallone playing John Rambo as a 95-year-old taking out these full-grown men in their prime. So that's what I think. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell for more videos, and I will see you guys next time.
Comix, right? Comix, right?